I'm here today with the lovely and talented Beverley Baker, our resident playwright and the author of High School Days. Thank you, Bev, for joining us to share a bit about yourself and this labor of love that you've invested so much time and energy into. So, Bev, could you start off by telling our viewers a bit about your background?
Yes, I was born in Aurelia and lived here till I got married. Traveled around with my military husband for 36 years and then moved back to the Aurelia area when he retired. And have lived here for just over 30 years until 2 years ago we moved into this beautiful Sundial retirement residence.
Oh, that's lovely. Now, is this a picture of Doug over on the table beside you?
Yes.
Aw. So, it's often said that we write what we know. So, how much of High School Days is autobiographical in nature, Bev?
Well, most of it, quite honestly. Although Doug and I were not dating while I was in high school, but we did meet during high school days. He was dating my friend. And much of what occurs in the play, like walking up West Street up to the high school and going to football games and going to dances in the gym and games in the sports field, is actually autobiographical. We did all those things.
And when you saw the high school torn down and leveled to the ground, you felt the way Joe reflects it in the play?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We had known for years that it would eventually happen. There had been many discussions about what the future use would be for the building or for the property, and being Aurelia, it took a long time to get the decision made. And all of a sudden, shortly after we moved into Sundial, we were being driven down West Street to an appointment, and the building was gone. And it was such a shock to both of us. So that was part of the inspiration for the play.
So you said that was part of the inspiration. So what was the catalyst for the writing of this play?
That was one of our activities here in Sundial. We had a Halloween party, and everyone, or most of the people, came in costume, including Jessica, who wore what looked like a black tunic, a short flared skirt with a white blouse. And in my mind's eye, I saw our games coach, our sports teacher, whose name was Katie. And it just brought everything together in a moment and started the idea of looking back at high school scenes, remembering the teachers, remembering the nicknames we had for them, because I think all high school students have nicknames for their teachers. And they may not be very complimentary, but in the end, we remember them with respect.
Oh, that's lovely. That's really funny that Jessica was the catalyst for this. But then it all just fell together so nicely. Did you find that the writing of the play flowed really easily?
Yes, I really like reminiscing, and the words seem to come on their own. The pictures are there in my mind quite vividly. And of course, I had quite a bit of help from Doug. He was still alive at that time. So we were bouncing ideas back and forth and memories, and he was reading what I was writing at the time. So he's with me in this.
Oh, so he was your encouragement.
Yes.
I understand, Bev, that this is not your first attempt at writing, that you've actually written 3 books. So can you tell us a little bit about that, please?
Yes, this is something that's been an ongoing hobby. I was actually a charter member of the local chapter of the Romance Writers of America, where we spend our winters in Florida. And I learned a lot about the writing craft from there. But I just enjoy reminiscing and describing and making what I call word portraits of people and places. And so the writing, for me, is a real pleasure.
You can tell the way it comes across. You can completely tell that this is a love that you have for writing.
That's right. I didn't manage to get my novels published yet.
Did you do any other writing?
Yes, I had a column in the Romero Chronicle for several years while it was in print. And I have won a couple of prizes in fiction contests. And I've had a couple of guest columns in various newspapers like the Aurelia Packet and Times and the Citrus County Chronicle in Florida.
So tell me about the prizes that you won for your writing.
Well, the first one was a memoir that I wrote about an imaginary walk through Atherley as a little girl, and then a drive through Atherley in today's conditions with the casino and the traffic and all the changes that have come in that 80 years.
It's a huge transition, isn't it?
It really is.
Wow.
The other one was the following year when the Mariposa Fiction Contest came along. I submitted the first chapter of the book that I was writing at the time, and it took second prize, so made another few dollars.
Well, congratulations. That's high praise. So the play provides an opportunity for you to showcase your talents, but also many of our other Sundial residents as well. So what was it like working with them and directing High School Days?
It was fun. Above all, it was fun, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to have a variety of people, and we certainly had an excellent variety. We had a couple of 90-year-olds and one even older than that. We had all sorts of levels of ability and interest. And some people were very keen to participate. Some people had to be persuaded a bit, but they did a marvelous job memorizing and cooperating. I have to especially mention Jessica, our activities director, who uses her camera like a magic wand. And she just pulls everybody together, and if we make a mistake, she manages to fix it. So it was a marvelous experience for me. A learning experience, I admit, because I hadn't written a play before, and I had no experience at all in directing and producing and gathering up the props and all the little things that you feel need to be done. And I'm sure it could be very well done by anybody else, but I couldn't let go of it.
So, do you think that you're ready to tackle another project like it?
Oh, possibly. I don't think I would do another play. I think we've got lots of people here who are experienced and able, and I'm hoping there'll be some more dramatic efforts. I'm certainly looking forward to next fall's talent show. We had a tremendous time last year, and I think that'll happen again. I'm looking forward to it. But as for myself, I might go back to one of the books that I have underway.
That sounds incredible. I know that I'm looking forward to reading one of them. They said what you told me about them is very intriguing. So, any thoughts that you would like to share as we wrap this up today, Bev?
Yes, I would like to thank Sundial for giving me the permission and the opportunity and allowing me the freedom to do this dream project. It's something I've had in my mind, and I really appreciate what they've done for me. Again, I want to speak about Jessica and her magic wand and the tremendous cooperation that I've had from her. But most of all, of course, is the cast. They have done what I've asked them to do. They've listened to me complain. They've seen me cry. And I want to thank all of them. And of course, all the residents who have asked questions and looked forward to seeing the film and who've come to see it today. Thanks again.
Thank you so much, Bev, for sharing with our viewers the heart and soul behind your play, The High School Days. So we look forward to reading whatever you manage to put out next. And I thank you for the gift of your time and your graciousness in sharing with us today. So this is Karen Henry signing off with Beverley Baker.